Hey, good morning, folks. Here we are, the day of the Four Roses private barrel pick for 2024. I'm joined by Mr. Mike Wachsnick over there on the couch. He's all coiffed and ready to go for his debut Four Roses barrel pick. This is a big deal for people. This is, when you look at all the barrel picks you can do, this is really one of the best, right? You pick from 10 different recipes. So 5 of us are here at the Airbnb in Louisville. We have one member that's going to join us directly out at Cox's Creek Bottling Facility for the pick, but we got in yesterday, hung out, had cigars, had lots of bourbon, had a few of our local members join as well, and we went out to dinner, and that was fantastic. And we wanted to give you guys just a day in the life of a barrel pick, to see what it's like to hang out with us, to pick a barrel, the stories, the memories, the confusion, whatever happens, good and the bad. So that's what it is. So strap in, and if you want to join us on a future barrel pick, all you have to do is become a paid member of the community, because paid members get first opportunity to say, hey, I want to attend, and we do a randomizer and pick people to go on those trips. So it's that easy. All right, that's all you have to do. So sign up, and we'll see you soon on a pick in the future. Here you have some barrel pickers in their natural habitat. Brent, what is it you're doing this morning to get ready for the barrel pick?
Very important, we're hydrating this morning. After a night like last night where there's, 10 plus bottles on the table and lots of different things to try, you need to hydrate. Very important, liquid IV. This is not a sponsored post. This is just smart preparation.
5 minutes later. One eternity later.
All right, so here we are at Four Roses, Cox's Creek for the barrel pick, and it has been a comedy of errors. Now, I'm not going to say every barrel pick we do is like this, but apparently scheduling a barrel pick on a Monday in Kentucky, not such a great idea, because we got up this morning and we're like, we're going to stop by Bourbon Pursuit because we were told they were going to be there. One of our guests had to drop something off, so we said, let's pick them up some donuts, do the right thing. All the donut shops are closed a little bit. So we find some place we can get some coffee, some confectionery treats for them. We get there, and they're not there on Monday. Who the hell is making the bourbon on Mondays, right? So then we decide to go to lunch, drive out to the kitchen table at Beam. Not open till Wednesday. Luckily, we found this out before we got there. So then we're like, let's go to Bardstown. Look at the place, not open. We finally found some place that was open, and that was fun. So then we get out here a little early at Four Roses, Cox's Creek. We're like, we're at the gift shop. You guessed it, not open. Well, thankfully, we're about to go down to the barrel pick, and that will be open. But for as far as everything else goes, not open. And by the looks of it, the guard station isn't open on Mondays either. All right, we have finally made it to Four Roses, Cox's Creek for our single barrel pick. We've got one other gentleman, Daniel, joining us here shortly, but we got here a little bit early, so we're going to go in, make ourselves comfortable, give Mandy a hug. But when you get here, this is the building. This is where the magic happens. You guys excited?
Oh yeah!
Very excited.
Woo!
Can't wait for a good pick of Blanton's.
And your name, and your name, sir. Your name is Frank.
Yes, better known as Fred.
Fred, and Fred is the number 2 in tenure.
Yes.
Number 1 in our hearts. Buffalo Trace tour guide. How many years now?
It'll be 16 years on the 15th of December.
Fantastic. So look, folks, it's just the master distillers that tell you they don't drink anything but their own bourbon. This guy knows Four Roses is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
That's right. All right. So let's go make some history, gentlemen. All right. Let's pick a barrel. All right, folks, here we are inside, just getting ready. We're waiting, once again, Daniel's still late, but he'll be here because he doesn't want to miss out on this. If you've never been on a pick to Four Roses, you're missing out. 10 barrels laid around the room, professional tasting setup, amazing hosts because they make it all happen. They only roll out the best barrels for Bourbon and Banter. This is well known. They don't treat anyone else this special at all. All right, fantastic time. And if you get join us in the future, you get to come down here, knock out some bungs, fill up some glasses, sit around for a couple hours, pick the best barrel possible. So hopefully we're making you super, super jealous. All right, Fred,
Yeah.
you've been on a lot of barrel picks.
Yes, I have.
Where does Four Roses rank for you?
Right up at the top, right near the top.
Right near the top?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Tim, you've done a lot of barrel picks, and have you ever done Four Roses before?
I have not, and I've always wanted to. This is the one I've been looking most forward to. I'm so pumped. I know it's just going to be everything that I thought it was going to be.
And more.
We produced 10 different bourbons, and today you will be trying all 10 of those. So the barrels on that side of the room are the 10 that you will be tasting from. So there is one barrel of each of those 10 recipes. So we're going to feed straight from the barrels and let you see what we have to offer. You also notice there that I keep them covered, and that's because I want you to have an open mind as we go through this. And then what you're going to do today is the barrel strength. So it will have single barrel bottle, gold foil label, your barrel ID, and your proof here on the lower face. And then we'll have the logo and the age and recipe of the barrel you select today. And then of course you guys get a little gift when you come see me. So everyone will get the Asian or bottle flight. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with them, but it comes with 4 3-ounce sample bottles and a little pin. So you can travel with your favorite Four Roses samples.
Just finished sampling through all 10 multiple times, and we did our voting. The way that we do a bourbon pick here at Four Roses is everyone tastes, and then they vote for their top 3 out of the 10 recipes that they have. And we had a pretty good vote. I mean, it was pretty much clear there were 3 top contenders. No blood was spilled. A few watch glasses dropped. Ain't that right, Daniel? That's right.
More toward the end.
We toward the end, but we've been drinking for an hour, a lot of whiskey. So we've narrowed it down to 3. The good news is, well, I don't know if it's good news, but it's funny news, is apparently 3 of our last 5 picks have been OBSVs. And we eliminated the OBSV, but just barely. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. So we're gonna go back in here in a minute. Mandy is taking our top 3 choices, blinding them for us, gonna put them in front of us. We're gonna go in, and of the 3 tops, one of them had 4 votes, and the other 2 had 3 votes, right? So it's neck and neck.
To be highly contested.
And here's the thing. The one that got the most votes wasn't on my list. And that's how we roll. If that's what the group wants, that's what the group's gonna get. And here comes Brent to tell us how he is going to tell us right now which one's gonna win. Brent?
Barrel 8 is winning.
And that's the one with 4 votes, right? It's the one I didn't vote for. It's the one I didn't vote for.
That's actually also the one that I thieved from and spilled all over the floor. It's gonna win.
So it's gonna taste special. All right, folks, we're gonna go back in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. The winner's coming to be announced soon. Okay, so we're back inside now. We've got the 3 samples have been put in front of us blind, and the group is going to work through the process of nosing until we found our favorite out of the 3. Then we'll vote once again, and the one with the most votes will be the winner. All right, this just in. The voting has happened. It's a little contentious. We usually don't have this division, but we narrowed down. We've got 1 by 4, second place by 3. So the group has decided we're going to go with a OESV. This is tier 5, so around 122 proof. We'll see what happens when it gets actually bottled. And it's going to be about 9 years and 5 months. So the good news is we didn't pick another OBSV because Mandy was doing everything she could to make sure we didn't pick that one. Subliminal messages. I went in the bathroom, OBSV with crosses were burned into the walls. I mean, I didn't notice it at first, but it's very subliminal. and she made sure we didn't pick it, but it was close. Let me just say. So once again, fantastic process. We're going to go around the room and ask people about their favorite part real quick, and let's see what they have to say. Mike, what was your favorite part of your Four Roses barrel pick?
The variety, and we picked the highest proof barrel.
There you go. Tim, this is your golden bucket list white whale.
Really loved the whole process. The folks that helped us were fantastic. But I loved all of the 10 recipes, getting to try all of them blind and not knowing which one they are. And my favorite part by far is that we picked orange. Go Balls!
Brent, what do you think?
I didn't win, but that's okay. My favorite part is seeing Mandy and Holly again every year. They're so awesome, and they treat us well, and we're just thankful to be back here once again. And I look forward to next year.
Fred, what was your favorite part today?
Oh man, just the variety of mash bills, and I picked number 4, which was the best.
And the lack of police presence was also a plus, right?
Number 4, yes, sorry. Yep, number 4 was my number 1 from the very beginning.
All right. We appreciate you being here. We're going to get you back to the home. Mandy, what do you want to tell people about the Bourbon and Banter group?
They are one of the most well-educated groups and one of my most favorite groups ever have been.
In other words, we give you the least amount of bullshit, so we appreciate that.
And
Awesome.
You do think, honestly, you go through these blind, and you do not have determining factors, ages, and recipes, and proofs, and things like
Yep.
that. You pick the best barrel,
Yes.
so that's the most important part.
Thank you for that.
4.
All right, so we're in the car heading back from Four Roses.
We haven't even left the parking lot yet.
I know we're
Don't get frustrated. Since we didn't win.
He's trying to get fired, isn't he?
see what we deal with. I'm ready for some of the backseat confessional content here.
This was freaking awesome, dude. I gotta tell you. I'm really happy. Really happy. And it wasn't my first choice when we went through, but the one that we picked was a good solid second. So I'm very pleased.
The Mike, you're originally from Kansas. Not a lot of great things happen in Kansas. Is this made up for your birthright?
It's made up for it and then some. No, picked a really solid choice. I think the people, the community, are going to be happy with it, hopefully, and something to look forward to next year when it comes out.
Now, Fred, considering that you could be picked up by the police at any moment, was this worth coming out in public and letting people see your face?
Oh yes, it was. It was really worth it, and that was my number 1 pick from the very beginning.
Attaboy.
It will be picked.
That is some great bragging rights that Brent and I are going to do our best to ride over the next 12 months. We are told that this is going to be bottled in January.
Yeah.
And we don't know if that's the beginning or the end, so we'll plan for the end. We'll get these to our retail partner after that, and then everyone in the community will be get an email, an alert of when you can place an order and what all the details are. So stay tuned. But for now, folks, hope you've enjoyed a day in the life of a barrel pick, such as it is. And if we haven't scared you away, make sure you join at a paid community level so you have first access to come and experience this yourself. Amen. Amen, the guy in the back says.
You can't miss this. This was incredible.
And we even drive you around. And that's
Full chauffeur service.
Yeah, that's right. Full service. So join us, bourbonbanter.com/community. Love to have you. Cheers, everybody.